Good morning. Well, it's morning for me. I know it's afternoon for most people. It's still morning for 25 more minutes here. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Hello. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back in comments just in case people are still here that are not. Hello, Sugar Beet. First to like. Yes. Hi, Audrey. Mr. Archimedes, good morning or good afternoon. Hello, Irvin. Pay attention to your work. Hello, Unpopular Opinion. Brittany. Hello, Gladys. Hello. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hello, Laura. How's everybody's Tuesday? It's my Saturday. So I slept in a little bit and I'm enjoying my second cup of coffee. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Hide and Seek. I got this, Tiffany, who's one of my mods. I've known her for about 2 years. I got this thing from Amazon. She recommended I get it. It's this mug warmer that when you put your mug down, it like is gravity or weight censored. So when you put your mug down, it heats it. Hi, Moody Mary. And it works so amazing, guys. I love it so much. Because I've been like suffering through because I sip my coffee. I don't chug it, right? If it's hot. I like iced coffee a lot, but I don't make myself iced coffee. Hi, Gigi. Um, oh, what are you knitting, Gladys? I feel like I'm perpetually on vacation, even if I do work, but thank you, Laura. Yeah, no, it is so amazing. It is so amazing. It warms it up even warmer. Hi, Miss Heather Dizzle. Even warmer than like what it brews it, which is really nice. And then like as it gets like, more empty, it probably warms it up even more. So like the very last sip of coffee is real hot, but it's good. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna bump my, but it does create kind of a smell when you first get it. It's like a little bit of a heat smell that is weird. Hi, Gypsy. Bubba cups. Hi, Mr. Archimedes. What are Bubba cups? Do I have to look that up? Do you have to make me spend more money on Amazon? Please don't. Please don't do that to me. Bubba cups. I'm looking it up right now. Oh, that's a big ass fucking cup of coffee. They keep it warm for a long time. I know my brother has a cup that keeps stuff cold, like for a long ass. If he puts ice water in it, it keeps it cold for a long ass. That's pretty cool. Maybe it's that. Oh, that's nice, Gladys. I should do that. Hi, KNS. So, how is everybody? Hi, Alexis Blackheart. How's everybody doing? Everybody's good, I hope. Everybody, this is breaking news, really important news. Uh, I just wanted to talk a little bit. Yetis, I think that's what my brother has. Sugar beet, I love iced coffees, but like only like espresso, like iced coffees that you get at the coffee stand, not Starbucks. I do not go to Starbucks. I live in Washington State and we have uh like like all over. Well, we have Starbucks on every corner, but we have all sorts of these little locally independent coffee shops all over the place too. So I don't have to. Hi, Tina Branch. Hi, Lala. Look at Lala's new name, guys. Look at Lala's. Look at Lala's. I'm gonna pin it up there so everybody can see for you know prosperity, but not prosperity. What's the word I'm looking for? Of course, it's too early for me. But so everybody can see her wonderful new name. I'm very curious what we'll get for Christmas, but don't tell us. Got to be a surprise. Hi, Donnie. See now, sugar beet. I do this. Hi, TCA. I do this thing, thumb thug hello, where I will go into this like this making my own espresso at home, and I can make pretty good espresso even with a decently priced, like a decently inexpensive espresso machine. Hello, gone into hiding. Um, Hi, Amanda Lee. Misled, hello. Good for you never having Starbucks. But and then I'll just make like iced coffees. I'll buy the like plastic cups from Costco with the lids, and I always have straws and do that. But then I like get bored of it. Hi, Breezy. I get bored of it, and I just like go back to hot coffee. But I love iced coffee. And usually on my days off, I'll go down to my little favorite little independent stand and get some coffee. Oh no, wait, what? What? I see what happened, Miss Heather Dizzle? What did I miss? Oh, that's so terrible. I'm so sorry about your losing your daughter. That's so sorry. You still have the blanket, Miss Heather Dizzle? That's so nice. Hi, Jack. Not very far behind. We were just talking about coffee, and I talked about my mug warmer that Tiffany told me about. Apple crisp cold brew. Never had it. Okay, so when I say I never have Starbucks, like I don't like go to Starbucks regularly like some people. I've had Starbucks. Some people go to Starbucks like it's church. You know what I mean? Like it is like even bet more than church. There are people that like are they rave about Starbucks. I just don't think their coffee's that great. And I think it's because I grew up here um in the new in the Northwest where little independent coffee shops have been around for, I mean, since for like 30 years. I've been able to get like this really good coffee made by like locally roasted beans. And I know Starbucks here is locally roasted, but it's just really good. I find their espresso to taste a little burnt, and they always put too much syrup and everything. You at the casino, Jack? Cold Stone sweet cream. That sounds yummy. See, there's a couple of things from Starbucks that I like their vanilla frappuccinos and their Tivana. Oh my gosh, their dragon fruit chiller or refresher or whatever it's called is so good. But I don't really like their espresso. I don't. Well, Lala, if you had the little independent shops that we have all over the place, then you might not love Starbucks. My grandson loves the pink drink, Miss Heather Dizzle, but I love my local coffee. I have a little coffee place here that just makes the best iced coffee. Yeah, they burn the beans. Yeah, Gladys, like it just is weird. Like it tastes like it just doesn't taste smooth to me. So I like their non-coffee drinks. Some of their non-coffee drinks, like that, their chai is good because I think they use Oregon chai, so that's like good. Um, and I have never had a cold foam, but my daughter loves the cold brew. Sorry, cold brew with like the foam stuff. You you guys have Lala. You have a lot of coffee places in Houston. What's a medicine ball, Gladys? I love chai. I do love chai. I'll make chai at home all the time. I have I got this subscription box called Sipsby, just SIPSBY, and it's just different teas. And I every once in a while get a good chai in there. Do you guys do you guys ever, oh my gosh, does anybody here like Thai food? We don't worry, we're gonna talk about the good stuff here in a little bit, but does anybody like Thai food? We have a place here that makes uh Thai iced tea. Well, we have a bunch of different places that make Thai iced tea, but I love Thai iced tea so much. Oh my God, so much. And if anybody, and then I've looked everywhere, and there's only two places in my state or in my local area, not my state, that sells forbidden rice pudding, which is like black rice, um, which is a real, I don't know how to explain it, but a black sticky rice, and then they cook that, and then they make it with condensed milk and like cream, and it's so fucking good. Oh my God. And I only have no two places that sell it. If you, Lala, if you can get black rice pudding, it is so good. Or black sticky rice pudding or whatever they call it, forbidden sticky rice here or something like that. It is so good. Did you say yuck, Gladys? Did you say yuck? Yuck about what? What is yuck, Gladys? I should try that medicine ball sometimes. But I love Thai food, so I need to know what Gladys is saying yuck about. The rice is sweet, yes. The rice is, well, it's rice. Rice is kind of plain, right? But they mix it with like to make it sweet. It's really good. Yes, you may give a shout out to someone. Go ahead and drop every links that has channels that want their links dropped. Oh, probably Moody Mary. I'm I'm probably sure that coffee is much better in other countries, but unfortunately, hi, Love Rains. Unfortunately, it's like rice pudding. Yes, Miss Heather Dizzle, but it's like it's better than rice pudding. It's better than rice pudding. It is so delicious. Nice, Donnie. Congratulations. I love that for you. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. I know that. Hi, Lynn. um, Moody Mary, I don't make my own coffee at home, but like that would be cool too. Horchata is so delicious. On Starbucks secret menu, I mean they had it in Vegas when I went, no, in Colorado. When I went to Colorado, or when I went to Florida last, I stopped in Denver airport, which I guess is haunted. Um, and they have a horchata. They had a horchata frappe that was so delicious. It's a horchata almond milk frappuccino. So good. So good. Hi, Boston Koozie. Gladys, you should really try making, just look up black sticky rice or forbidden rice pudding, or just black sticky rice pudding, I don't know if that's what it's called. It's not really called pudding. It's just called black sticky rice. And it is, thank you, Ray. I will look. I will look. Thank you for telling me, because Donnie, that's really wonderful of you. That's really wonderful. Oh, that's nice, Lala. Fruit and chocolate. I had a friend. Hold on. How are you guys just going? What what Blue Mountain? It was 70 to 80 bucks a cup. That is fucking insane. Who does that? Who spends that much money on coffee? I mean, I love coffee, but I think I would like probably not drink coffee anymore if I had to spend that much money on coffee. That's crazy. If any of you, oh, Gypsy, good. Does Lala or anyone here, Love Rains, want to drop Incognito Gypsy's link? Coffee made from cat poop. Well, if there's coffee made from dog poop, I could probably make a lot of money out of that. Yeah, okay, the Denver airport. I never experienced anything in the Denver airport, and I've been in on layovers there a few times, but I didn't like go wandering off. Oh, I love Caribou Jack. I love Caribou coffee. I fucking love Caribou coffee. Thank you, Lala. I love. Yes, we are Gypsy. We've talked about our rocks. Did you see my live, Gypsy, that I showed off my rocks? I showed them off on Melissa's too. Well, gone into hiding. I'm going to bring up her name here in just a little bit. I'm gonna play some fantastic hypocrisy clips. That's why I called my live Hello Kettle. I do love it. Here in Seattle at our airport, we don't have. I know I have not, Miss Heather Dizzle. You send me a picture of the book and I will look it up. Um, we don't have smoke lounges at the airport up here. You have to like walk all the way outside, so you have to go all the way back through security. Oh, Gypsy, that's good. I like it. Hey, Love Rain's Foz says it sucked. Foz said the new one sucks. Hi, Archimedes girl. But yeah, I will say, Gypsy, I love the chat here too. I love the chat here too. Hi, Sharon Ann. Hi, Storm. Yeah, I normally don't go live this time of day because I'm usually working. And then after work, I'm usually taking care of BS and cooking dinner and, doing that stuff. But it's my day off and I slept in. And then I heard, there's Mr. Foz. He heard his name and he appeared. He did not like Halloween kills. Hi, Jen Lou. And hello, Mr. Foz. Oh, goodness. 7 p.m. See, right about that time, I would be finishing up eating and taking the hi Harry sack, and taking the DOG for WALK, and then settling in for the night. But right now, he's sleeping and he sleeps all day. He's so lazy. He's the laziest fucking dog. But I love it because he just snuggles. Yes, I know Gone into Hiding. I caught that. Jenlu, like are you guys like people are you like people that are like me um that like I have to watch. I cannot if something is a part of a series, I cannot watch them and I have to even if they stand alone, I have to watch them in the order that they they are supposed to be watched. Like the Marvel movies. Like I could not if I couldn't watch there was a movie that like I know they all stand alone most of them, but like you shouldn't watch them out of order. I am those people. Yes, I am those people. Yes, Mr. Foz is Mr. Foz your favorite person in the whole world? Mr. Foz is pretty cool. Or was that like being facetious about something? I do that with books too. Like I can't and television shows and like well, I mean, obviously anything that needs the plot, right? But yeah, there's a lot of things that stand alone. Thank you, Lala. Um, oh well, what is Roman Empire, Sharon Ann? Y'all there do you guys all watch any like like foreign dramas? I watched one called Elite. That was so like like cruel intentions like it was pretty good. I liked it. Sugar Beat, Star Wars. Do you that is fighting words right there. That is fighting words. Hello, Purple Pixie. Fighting words. If I've missed anyone, please say hello again because I hate missing people. But I wanted to play. Oh, I like history too. It was a geode, Lynn. That's awesome. That's awesome. Look at us solving mysteries. Lala, drop in the links if you want your link dropped. If you want your link dropped, all you got to do is just raise your hand and Lala will drop your link. I don't love any scary movies. No, it does not suck. That's right, Jen Lu. It does not suck. It is that's crazy talk. Hi, listen, peeps. Thank you guys for being so supportive of everybody else. I love that. I love you guys. I really appreciate all you guys. I didn't see your live last night, TCA. I will have to go back and watch it. So, did anybody catch Ooh, Murder, Mystery, and Madness? I love it. I love it. That's like at least you can remember that. Probably remember that channel name. Not like my old channel name. That now that I changed it, I remember it was Myths, Mayhem, and Mysteries. Like now that I changed it, I can say it. But I do, Gypsy. I have the best subs. If there was a category on, like, I did not watch the U Trophy Awards last night because I wasn't paying for that shit. And then I hear that even though she made all these people pay for it to watch, she then made it public. Like, what's that bullshit? That's crazy. Okay, Lala will drop it. Not a problem. Thank Lala. Lala's doing the good work. Lala and maybe Loverains. I don't know. I've seen Lala, but I oh yeah, TCA. You'll have to give her the name of your channel. I don't. It's like True Crime Analyst, right? TCA Analyst. Yeah, and then oh my God, Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. I even like the new Planet of the Apes. But anyways, I thought that was like fucking shitty. I thought that was shitty that all these people subbed. And then all these people, I think a lot of people subbed at thinking that these creators because Truth and Transparency said that these creators were going to be there, like presenting, and a lot of them weren't there presenting. Like, I don't think that anybody confirmed. But I don't think that that's true, Mr. Archimedes. I don't believe that that's true. Absolutely do not believe that that's true. And then, but what about the super chats? What about her adding Truth Teller to the flip flopper list and then saying it was a joke? Did anybody super chat to vote for Truth Teller? Because that's fucked up. Because I believe Truth Teller would have won that category if she had been on the list to begin with. This group, but anyways, speaking of, if any subgroup of subs were to get the best subs, it would be my subs. Even though I know you all probably subs to other channels, but y'all are the best chat ever. And I do think TT is vile, Sharon Ann. You are correct. TT is vile. She's the biggest flip flopper ever. But I think that I think that I'm going to do a superlative live after the end of the year, and we're going to do, best of, not like best subs or stuff like that, but it'll be like most likely to. Then why did people vote for super chat for her, Lala? Yeah, this would definitely get best chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Foz is funny as hell. Did Foz win an award besides the one that Siren gave him? Because that was funny. Oh my gosh. That was pretty funny. Well, Amanda Lee, I told her she should be there, and she said she's not true crime, but then she tagged me saying that I must have been, somebody nominated me for something, and I'm like, I'm not true crime. She definitely would have, Brittany. She definitely would have. Definitely. Could the Foz Dumbass Award. I didn't, I watched, okay, so the cliff notes of Natasha's, we'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll play you guys some clips. But it was like, it was pretty hypocritical of her to say some of the things she said. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my throat. And remember to unmute after I clear my throat. But so Lala, why I did ask why, if she wasn't a real option on there, people super chatted for her, thinking she was a real option, and was told it was a joke after they super chatted for her. You don't remember best sub? Best sub was, well, best sub name I think was Mike Drop and Mom. I like that name too. That's pretty cool. Hello, Jeep Beep. Well, we're not gonna. Hold on. Bye, Harry Sack. Haunts are still going on. Hi, Erica. Okay. So yeah, so I just thought that if she'd gotten enough, I'm sure she could have won. But it was more like, can't take that channel serious with what was going. But I just think that, I mean, people super chatted. People spent their money on that and then was told it was a joke. That's just not right. Hi, Buttercup. Mental block. Well, you now have said something mental block. I love that name though. That's a good name. I like oh my God, I love the name Thumb Thug. I love the name Thumb Thug. Is Thumb Thug here? Hi, Flower Child. I think that is a cool Thumb Thug makes me laugh. I like Lala's name, but she changes them so often. You couldn't get Troll of the Year. Lala, you're not a troll though. I know who we could make Troll of the Year, but we won't talk about them. But be careful if you're driving, Archimedes girl. Is autobiographical mental block. Hi, Froggy. Hi. Okay, so I like Nuck and Futz too. Absolutely. Nuck and Futz is a good one. And because we always fuck it up, don't we? We always fuck it up. Thumb Thug. Yes, Thumb Thug was here earlier. Yes, I remember seeing her. So yes, I love that name Thumb Thug. And there's like a lot of really good names. That's a hard one. Well, I will have a category that probably, it's not like gonna be you trophies, and maybe they think but I've talked about doing superlatives for a while now, so maybe not publicly, but hey, Gen X, because every time I talk about something publicly, I feel like somebody else, not that they're stealing my content, it just feels like other people do it. Nacho Girlfriend's also a great name. Misled is good too, and it's funny because we call her Miss LED sometimes just because it's just like, "Ellie, Miss LED." Oh, yes, it is Nacho Girl, and I agree. But so anyway, so this morning, yesterday there was a very important meeting that uh Mrs. Misinformation. We'll call her Misinformation. How about that? Thank you, Sharcy. I appreciate all the kind words about that. Hello, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is like also one of my favorite names because I get hungry. But Misinformation, panel whore. You want to win? You might win best panel whore. Um, but last night she had. Let me find the. Hold on, just a second. Let me find the video, and I gotta mute for just a second so it doesn't start playing. But I'll play it just in just a second. Hold on. I just saw your message, Lala. Those look delicious. Pineapple is very good for sore throats too, if you get a sore throat. Speaking of, if anybody gets it, this is from somebody. You did not bring the drinks, just the pizza. Um, for everybody, when we were talking about medicine, the medicine ball, one in the pink, two in the stink. Nice, Harry Sack. That's disgusting. Oh, change your name, Harry Sack. That's so disgusting. Um, now I've sidetracked. Oh, if you get a sore throat, there is bromelade in pineapple and fresh pineapple. So that is very, very good for helping to cure sore throats. Ease them too. Okay, hold on just a second again. Gotta pull this up. Okay, this is from last night. This is from Natasha's chat last night. Oh, I missed misinformation, sorry. Bromelain.
And I may still do it tomorrow evening, but I have a very important meeting tomorrow.
Sirens whispering about how important it is.
Very important meeting at 1:30.
Very important meeting.
Hey, neighbor.
My Facebook group name is.
Oh, and then, there's that. So anyway, this morning she gets on to tell us all about how she's divine intervention has, played its hand, and there's this lawyer that's driving through, the one that she was most impressed with, of course, driving through uh the state, or has a vacation home or a beach house in her area, and so they're going to meeting up today. 1:30, well, it's past 1:30 there now. So she's done, either met or whatever. And she is that's her very important meeting. And of course, she's going to meet with somebody. She's going to have this consultation. She has spoken, though. I want you to hear some of her bullshit from this morning. So here, I don't know if they're in order of how, because I might have gone back to clip some, but I want you to just hear some of her bullshit. We'll just play them and discuss them. Oops, that was not one. Okay.
I'm doing it for y'all because no one should have to be afraid to talk in a chat because other people are going to stream them and mock them. Nobody should ever have to be afraid to come up on my panel and speak whatever they want to speak because somebody else is streaming and making fun. That should never, ever happen.
Never, ever happen, guys. That should never, ever happen. I'm going to play that again. I like playing it twice.
I'm doing it for y'all.
For us,
because
for
no
them.
one should have to be afraid to talk in a chat because other people are going to stream them and mock them. Nobody should ever have to be afraid to come up on my panel and speak whatever they want to speak because somebody else is streaming and making fun. That should never, ever happen.
Never, ever, guys. How hypocritical. That should never, ever happen, guys. Okay, she's not gone into hiding. She's not talking. She's not here watching right now. She's at a meeting. So, like, we're going to discuss about it, discuss about it. Yes, you're on her panel. Don't say you were on your panel, because then they go back, look at this, and then think that it might be talking about us, right? So say her, not you, please. Anyway, okay, so she talks about how nobody should have to be fearful. Why do you think this exists, misinformation? Why do you think that this chat right here exists? Because people were afraid to speak up because you were mocking and making fun and attacking people. That is why it exists. Wouldn't you say, people in my chat, that this chat exists right now because misinformation misinformation, did the exact thing she says she's going to sue us all for. Oh, she's ready to turn over all her electronics. All her electronics. Sorry, the dog sees someone outside. I might have to go close. Y'all hear him? He's protecting me. But really, he's big old scary. Stop it, Elijah. Stop. Is there someone out there? Hold on, I gotta go close my blinds. Hold on. Hi, Tiffany. And Boston, we might be able to talk about it tonight. I'll see if I can come on tonight. Anyway, so yeah, she talked about how where was I? Where was I before my rude dog interrupted me? He is so fierce, guys. He is such a badass. He's so afraid of everything. But yeah, she's like where was I? What was I saying? Oh, that she was willing to give all her electronics. And let's go to the next clip. Hold on just a second. Let's see, where was I? Okay.
In case you're right, nobody should be threatened that something will happen to their channel if they support me. No sub should be worried about something that they say being used against them.
Which one, Batgirl? The Legal Defense Fund? That one? That slip up? Oh, yeah, I got that. I got that one. Because, yeah, I got that one. Hold on, let me see. So nobody should be threatened because they support. But you know how when she sees people in this channel or in TT's channel or in Kim and Crafton's channel or commenting on DTOS or in Surviving Storms or in Truth Fortune Tellers, she will call them out in a motherfucking second and fucking ream them up and down. Okay, here is another one.
Clarify, not that I need to, but because some people are cracking me the hell up. The reason that it was named Legal Defense Fundraiser is because defending myself against these dumbasses who continue to put my name in their titles on their channels, tagging my channels, tagging my name and everything that they do to use my name and for whatever.
Okay, so let's analyze this. Okay, Legal Defense Fund. She's not defending herself. She is the plaintiff, right? It's not a legal defense fund unless you are defending yourself against legal action. So either she is So that's a slip up. Absolutely believe that's a slip up. I more so believe that there is a legal action against her that she is raising money for that maybe has nothing to do with the YouTube stuff and she's just making it. Yeah. Well, I ended that clip because it's a screen recording. She's rolling her eyes in this clip, Lala, that is like, I mean, I thought maybe she was gonna pass out. She was rolling her eyes so hard. But did you hear? I'm gonna play that again. Listen to what she says about using her.
Clarify, not that I need to, but because some people are cracking me the hell up. The reason that it was named Legal Defense Fundraiser is because defending myself against these dumbasses who continue to put my name in their titles on their channels, tagging my channels, tagging my name and everything that they do to use my name and for whatever.
Using my name for whatever. She didn't want to say using my name to profit because what does she do? What does she do? Did she not use Gabby Petito's name to profit? Did she not? Did she not gain thousands of subs and members and super chats because of Gabby Petito? She's a hypocrite. She's an absolute hypocrite. What am I gaining by using her name? What am I gaining financially? Nothing. Not a fucking thing. She's the one that does that. Now, I didn't clip this, but I'm sure we could go back and find it. But she talked about how YouTube, like all those people that are trolling, all those people that are using fake names, all those people that call her from private numbers, blocked numbers, it can all be traced. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You think your piddly ass little lawyer is going to be able to get phone records subpoenaed from different? If you, first of all, you have to kind of know where they're coming from first, unless you are going to subpoena phone records from every cell phone company, okay, from anybody that might be a member of your chat or a member of our chat. Do you think T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, do you think Sprint, any of them, are going to, for your piddly ass lawyer, are going to invade the privacy of their customers for your little piddly ass lawsuit that you say you're doing? Do you really you're full of shit? You are full of shit. Nobody. Do you guys remember when iPhone, when the government was trying to get Apple to release data to show something about the shooting in there? Remember, it was in California, Southern California, where that husband and wife, I think, but like robbed. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they killed people, and there was proof on their phone of shit, and they fucking still wouldn't release it. They still would not release that data because it was an invasion. It was against their own personal privacy policies. He was a mass shooter. Right. He killed, and like there was some stuff between him and his wife that maybe they wanted to, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was stuff that could have. Hi, Akasha. That name, Akasha. You're not the Akasha from my community, are you? If you are, hello. That's awesome. Because like that I really love that person that was from my community a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, they wouldn't unlock his phone. They wouldn't provide data. or anything. And that was fucking murder. So she really fucking thinks, she really thinks that they're gonna, like, her little piddly ass fucking lawsuit, that it's not a lawsuit. We know this. We know she's got shit. It's nothing. Are going to release data. Then she says all these trolls that come in and YouTube can prove it. All they have to do is provide a list of names to YouTube, and they can and will make them pay, and they will be off all social media. I mean, could you believe her fucking subs are buying that fucking bullshit? She won't get crap. And YouTube's not going to give her crap either, because YouTube's already said, oh, I know, Nancy. I wish that my brother wouldn't probably charge me $300 an hour to come up here and talk. But if I could get my brother to come up here and talk about legalities, but it's not that hard. You can just look at the precedent that's been set in this country due to privacy and data privacy. I don't think it was her, Gladys. I don't think it was her, because some people said she was actually physically on a live at the time, but I don't think. Poopergate. I love it. Poopergate. Oh no, she's going to raise more than that, Serendipity, but even for 20,000, she's not going to get it done. They won't fucking give it to the feds. Why would they give it to some fucking piddly fucking civil lawsuit? This isn't a criminal lawsuit. She says, let's go over what defamation is. Okay? Because she says that she is going to get us for defamation. So this is the action of damaging the good reputation of someone, slander or libel. The good reputation of somebody. Now, defamation is the oral or written communication of a false statement about another that unjustly harms their reputation and usually constitutes a tort or crime. Okay? So now, in the United States, is a true statement defamation? Anybody got, because in some countries even a true statement can be defamation. So I'm trying to look to see if there's any like South Korea, a true statement can also be considered defamation, but I'm pretty sure in the United States that is not true. We're not in South Korea. So under common law, to constitute defamation, a claim must generally be false and must have been made to someone other than the person defamed. Some common law jurisdictions also distinguish between spoken defamation, slander, or defamation in other media, such as printed words or images, called libel. False light laws protect against statements which are not technically false but are misleading. So I'm not saying anything that's false. Right, Mel Hawks, absolutely. That there is no investigation because no crime has been committed. So what she's going to do is she's going to show people said this, and that. You know, she's going to say, "Oh, they said I have fake channels." That's, I mean, come on, is that really damaging your reputation? If she goes and says, "Well, they say I stole this money from this woman," right? Her income tax. Well, she pled guilty, did she not? So she did. She absolutely did steal that money from that woman. She pled guilty. The lawyer's going to say, you pled guilty to that charge, so you are guilty of that charge. No lawyer is going to say, well, but, you know, uh, well, a judge will probably throw it out. Right, you're right. Like, even if the lawyer works, a judge will probably throw it out and tell them they're ridiculous. Any lawyer, I mean, if the lawyer is shady as fuck, the lawyer's going to take the case and spend all the money trying to do it, and it will never get anywhere. It will never see court. And can, she can, she can certainly serve us with cease and desists, but as long as opinion and it's as long as it's opinion and commentary, it's not gonna go anywhere. And we are not damaging a good reputation. She came into this. I came into this. She already had a bad reputation. She has a bad reputation already. She does not have good social standing. She doesn't. And okay, so her channel is as big as it is, but that's not because of her good reputation. That's because she profited and exploited the death of a young woman. And that is my opinion. That is my opinion, misinformation. That is my opinion. Yep, and Nacho Girlfriend, I am currently working, and I'm going to do this, and I'm sure all of you would like to see it because we've seen it all before, but I'm going to be doing a series where I present each and every one of her scams, and we talk about it in depth. Opinion and facts, okay? I won't allow anything that is hearsay. I'm going to try to get as much information as I can to go into them, and hopefully people that are involved will come forward. If they don't, they don't. So I'm just going to only be able to present what I present. But I absolutely will only provide fact. Even if it is written statement, it's still, if people are saying that there is an issue, there's an issue. No shiz, Lala. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm currently working on getting stuff together for that. So my email is open. Anybody that has information that they would like me to see, please email me. Please email me. Yeah. No, she has no reputation to defend in court. No reputation, Melhawks. You are correct. You are correct. And all it's going to take is that lawyer to look at, hey, how about the good reputation of the people you tried to destroy with the lies that you put up on your channel? Misinformation. What about that? What about that you put up as fact? As fact. As truth. You said you vetted it, Miss Parker. Parker got up there and said it was vetted and that you had it for months and you knew it was true. No, Akasha, I believe that she will show proof that she met with a lawyer. I believe that she will do that. And then she will say she can't discuss it. And people will continue to donate money because it will keep building and building. The lawyer is a she, Purple Pixie, she called her a she. She will mislead the lawyer, but believe me, if a lawyer contacts me, which I doubt they will because she knows I haven't put anything, I have not said anything but opinion and fact. My opinion, Granny's watching, it is not, it's not her, she's not being called a sexual predator. She is being called a socially opportunistic predator. And she is. She is, but that's my opinion, that she is a socially opportunistic predator. Just like it's her opinion that some people are whores. and some people are ugly, and some people are jealous. It is my opinion that she is a socially opportunistic predator. Oh no, I agree. Granny's watching. I agree. I don't think she's gonna go shit that it's a Florida lawyer, and yeah, not gonna show shit that's gonna be provable. Oh, oh, okay, yeah, she has. You're right. But there's all the proof, you guys, all the proof. And I will put it up that she has bullied, that she has slandered people. She has slandered people. She put up shit against my friends that could destroy their lives. And people in her chat and in Miss TT's chat were saying we should contact their jobs. Like, who's that? And like, also, I got to read this. This just made me think. I got to read this comment that somebody made. So not only is she has people, whoops, in her chat. Somebody said, if y'all have friends who don't even follow Natasha's channel, but have themselves been bullied on YT, please briefly share why this legal action is being taken and share the fund link with them. So not only are they wanting her, are they wanting to raise this money by themselves, but bring in people who don't even know the story. Briefly tell them why it's being shared. Archimedes girl, and she has done that. Yes, she has done that. She has called my friends predators. She has co-signed on that bullshit. And she did apologize for it, but she let it fucking, and it's still up. She let it hang out there for fucking weeks. And she kept referencing it back because we knew we debunked it. Well, Melha or misled. Susan Lucci only got the one award. She was nominated every year, but she only got the one, didn't she? She did a lot of people wrong, Nacho. Yeah, I know they are. I know they are, Purple Pixie. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is disgusting, and she is misleading them. Yep. Well, she won't give a name. She won't give a name, Malhawks. Guaranteed she will not give a name. But if anybody gets served, they'll know the name. Yes, la Erica K. No, one woman donated $3,000. Granny's watching. Yeah, she did. Yes, she did, Nacho. She used it with a few people. She is misleading a lot of people. And is she, do you think she's going to take any of that shit down? Well, no, she probably will. She probably will. Her lawyer will tell her, and her lawyer will probably tell her to stop talking about it. That's one of the things she said towards the end of her live. Let me find it really quick. Talk amongst yourselves. It's going to take me forever to find it. I know it wasn't a very long live, but it's going to take me forever to find it. So, hi, Psych. Um, so she said at one point that I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to. So if you don't want to talk about it, then Natasha, then don't talk about it. Don't. You have full capabilities of not talking about something. You have complete control over your own faculties, correct? Nobody else speaks for you. Nobody else controls your decision making. Nobody put you on block on into hiding. Um, uh, you have complete control over your own faculties. So why don't you stop talking about it? Why don't you stop responding? She keeps saying, like, believe me, I don't want to talk about this. If she didn't talk about this, she would have no content for her recliner channel. Melissa, they will not do that. Melissa, let's go here. Cell phone companies can release the information on who sent text messages and made calls, just not the content in those messages. But they won't. They won't. She would have to know the numbers that they were coming from. She would have to have a subpoena to do that. And it would have to be a fairly large criminal case. They wouldn't even do it for the mass shooter in Colorado Springs. They wouldn't. Who does she think she is that they're going to do that for her? They're not gonna. Laura, yeah, so I think so too. Like I think that they will. Yep, Mr. Foz, yep. But she thinks she's telling, no, she doesn't think. She does not think this. But she's telling her subs who believe this bullshit. All you have to do, subs, because I know there's 120 people here right now. I know for a fact some of them, Melissa to be one, not our Melissa guys, just Melissa no name, Melissa no last name, sorry. She is somebody that white knights for Natasha pretty hard. She's one of them. All you have to do is do a little research, Melissa, and you will find that the shit that she is saying is she's full of fucking shit. She's full of shit. Do you know if this set a precedent? Do you know how many people would sue YouTube for invasion of for going against their right to privacy? Or if it will not work if it was done from an app, Melissa. But she said very, very firmly, with a lot of conviction and confidence, that they will find them and they will pay for it and they will be removed off social media. Yeah, YouTube tells you not to use your fucking privacy. So YouTube's not going to fucking give that shit up. Hold on a second. Yeah, so she's not going to Melissa, nobody opinions as fact. So give me an example of stating an opinion of fact. She is Everybody who has their opinion states it as fact. Okay? She is scamming y'all out of money, almost 10 grand, almost 10 grand. Well, okay. Well, she's 75% the way to 50%. So she's something like, I mean, like, what is that? 30 something percent. A little less than 30% maybe, but she is scamming y'all out of all that money for what? She has no case. Oh yeah, Gladys. You should probably. Well, here's the thing. It's what's an opinion, Renee? It's an opinion, but everybody states their opinion as fact. Everybody does. When somebody states their opinion, they state it as a statement. But opinions, by definition, are not fact. They're not true or false. They're opinions. Yeah, why hasn't she contacted the police? That's interesting. Yeah, and what about that? What about that, Melissa and Renee? What about that? She has put content out there. She has put content out there that could destroy people's lives. She has allowed people to go after those people in her chat. She has incited hate. There you go, Glitter Fighter. Yeah, Psych Myths. And Renee and Melissa. How about when Mandy threatened her and her children's lives? Why didn't she go after them? She doesn't say she's going after people that are just those people. She said she's going after people that are committing slander. Not people who are threatening, the people who are who are defaming her good reputation. She doesn't have a good reputation. And she encourages people to go after people. She absolutely does. She sits there, she doxes people's real names so that people will go after people. So her hands are clean. She puts because Mandy has issues, she's not liable. She's not responsible for her actions. That's a fucking such a piece of just a crock of shit. Such a crock of shit, Renee. Yep. Here's a good one. Mel Hawks says no. Granny's watching. For 4 years, Natasha has had victims of which she has harassed and abused to a mental breaking point. Ask yourself why Natasha gets so much hate. All these bigger creators, but only her and her fam. Let's see. Melissa, name calling is back and forth. It is a thing sent to her daughter that bother me and her niece, whom has asked people to stop. Foster care is scary and she has a safe home now. So listen, Melissa, I 100% agree with you. Go to the cops. She's getting a lawyer. She's getting a lawyer to defend herself. She's not the stopping. If people are doing that, it is a crime. A lawyer cannot prosecute a crime. The police have to investigate the crime, and a prosecuting attorney has to do that. The police would have a better chance of getting the information she's looking for than an attorney would get. She is defending herself against something, and it's not people doing that. But what about her? What about her, not the name calling back and forth, putting up slander, libel, defamation with people's real names, calling them pedo sympathizers, accusing them of being involved with human trafficking. Come on, what about that? How do you guys defend that? Yes, no one here goes for her daughter. Absolutely. Okay, Melissa, that's a good point. Anyone with anything smart to say does not to name calling on both sides. When either side is losing the debate, the name calling begins. And have I called her any name calling, except for a socially opportunistic predator, which is not calling her a name. That is calling out her character. That is calling out her character. I've called her a pig. She's disgusting. She is disgusting. Absolutely. And I have called that, and I will continue to call her that. I've never said anything about her weight, her looks, but her character. Her character. She is a bottom feeder. That is what she is. And I will continue to say that. That's my opinion. But that's not. What about her? What about her? When she talks about me, does she put anything smart? She calls me ugly. Ozmeister, that might be very true. No one here goes for her daughter. Renee, if anybody here goes for her daughter, they're not admitting it and they're not doing it here. So it's very possible somebody here watching goes for her daughter. It's also very possible it is designed by Natasha herself to get sympathy because she is a socially opportunistic predator. That is my opinion. Melissa, I hope they do stop. And but tell me, that's not what her lawsuit is about. It's about stopping the hate channels. That's what her lawsuit is about. It's not about her daughter. You're focusing on this, and she's barely, barely speaking about that. Gone into hiding. I've spoken about how I feel about what she's done to you. I have spoken about that. I feel like you should not be bringing it up because she is further victimizing you at every step. I really think so. I'm not naming names, and the people that she has harmed in my life, I'm not naming their names. They know who they are. She knows who they are. Most people know who they are. Everybody knows. Yeah, I want you to protect yourself, gone into hiding. I really do. I really do. And I hope that you are. I hope that you are well. And yeah, we don't talk about, even when we talk about her, and people start talking about her adult children, I tell them not to talk about it. Please continue to talk, but try not to like put a target on yourself, Miss P. I just really don't want a target on you. I'll take the target. I will take the target. I do not want someone. I do not. The way that she did you was wrong. And I don't want you to endure any more of that. Yep, Laura Twining. I mean, if there's depositions being made, a lawyer's not going to, she's going to spend a whole lot of fucking money, a whole lot of money deposing people if she thinks she has a case. I mean, hello, Incognito. I believe, hi, Rose RN. Hi, anybody that I missed, Crafton. I feel like if this lawyer has any ethics, they would not take the case. I think they would look into a little bit. They'd, get a little bit of information, take a retainer, look into something and say, please don't, or not please, but we can't do this. La, absolutely. Absolutely, Granny's watching. All of her victims were people's children. Aside from that, you don't think her harassment and slander of people affects their ability? Oh, I lost it. She ain't squeaky clean to care for their children. Absolutely. $60,000, Laura. Look at that. She's got a ways to go. At least we can think, well, fools are easily parted with their money, right? She is not squeaky clean at all. At all squeaky clean. Melissa, family period is off limits, or should be, but maybe that's just me. I spent time with kids in foster care, and if her niece is safe and happy. You know what, Melissa? The only thing that I've brought up is her character and her actions. So I do not talk about her children or her family. I talk about her actions towards them. Yes. Do I talk about her racism towards her niece? That's not talking about her niece. It's talking about her. But family period is off limits. Then tell that to your queen. Tell that to your queen. Because has she talked shit on people's family? Probably. Probably. I'm sure there's a number of people that could say in this chat that she's had their family talk shit on, like, I don't know. She's never talked shit on my family. She doesn't know. But no one here is going after her family that we know of. But you know what? It could be one of her paying members. You never fucking know. Hold on a second. I'm getting a message. I try to do better checking my messages when I'm on live, but remember, like, if you have sent me a message, to tell me that you sent me a message and that I should read it right now. Cheryl, Macy J, we're not discussing that. We're not discussing that. I bet you that's true. Granny's watching. I bet you she does have her mods do it. Okay, anyway, so describe to me what stating your opinion as fact is. Because if I say someone is something, that is my opinion, is not fact. So when she calls someone a whore, is that a fact or is that an opinion? Does she say that's my opinion? Tell me, describe to me. And, Melissa, if you want to come up here and give me an example of someone stating their opinion as fact. Give me an example. I know extinct, but it's not any of our business. It's not any of our business. Her adoption procedures are none of our business. Really, it's not. Yes, she talked about Mandy's kids. She talked about a CPS thing with other people. Well, Melissa, you can keep coming back and watching because I am going to be trying to go into deeper for each of these scams that she's done. Okay, can we please not talk about her adoption, guys? Let's not talk about the adoption. What did Renee say? Sorry, I'm Renee. I am not talking about her adoption, Renee. So, but yeah, I mean, I get, can we stop talking about her adoption, please? Please, guys. I'm asking you again. And this is the way that when I don't want to censor people. I don't want to censor people, but if you continue to talk about something I'm asking you not to talk about, I don't understand it either, Granny's watching, but it's really none of our business. That has nothing to do with her scams. That has nothing to do with the way she treats her subs. Nothing. Well, but you know, Renee, I gotta say, from the minute I came into this community, I have seen the way that you talk to people too. I have seen the way that how hard you go for Natasha, and the things you say to people. Um, so that you don't even know them. So it's hard to talk to you too. It's hard to talk to her supporters as well. Thank you, Mr. Foz. We can talk about and you get really insulting to people who have an opinion that differs that goes against Natasha. You do. Hold on a second and I will give you an example. Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. I don't have that screenshot anymore. Sorry. So anyway, that's good for you, Renee. That's good for you. And you should stick up for your friends, but you should also point out to your friends when they've done damage to people. You shouldn't support them. Hi, the DeLorean. So, hi, Veronica. So, Renee, how do you defend your friend who you've been friends with for a long time? How do you defend her doxing people? How do you defend her response to people talking about her? She's putting herself out on a public platform. Okay, people are going to talk about her. How do you defend the way she chooses to respond to people? Okay, so when we say that she stole money from a young woman, her income tax, it is a fact. It is not my opinion. It is a fact. Okay? That is a fact. There are documents, legal documents, and she was convicted, charged and convicted of it. So that is a fact that she stole that woman's income tax. I don't care what her story is. I don't care what her story is. She stole money from that woman. I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to plead guilty to something I did not do, especially if I have proof that I did not do it. Okay. And I'm also not going to put myself in a situation that looks like that. She stole money from that girl. Me too, Amanda Lee. But we cannot, we cannot choose how other people act. We might do this, we might do that, but we can't. I get that, Jabberjaws, but I don't want to talk about it here because it is not relevant to the things that we talk about because it's not. We don't understand it. We're not privy to it. We aren't part of that. And it is very personal and it's not relevant. That's right. Granny's watching. And what about all the dresses? Melissa, but she was charged with it. I've been involved in a civil case. I don't believe it depends on the mood of the judge that day. I think they go by the law. That's pretty funny. But that's I mean, I understand where you're coming from because, misinformation likes to put a lot of that out. They follow the law. Judges would get taken down so fast if they were just going off mood and not law. Yeah, the dresses situation is like, I mean, and I would just love to know the outcome of that. Yeah, that is funny. And why would she be giving, why, if she gave that money, would she continue to agree to give money during the time? You know, that was all just a setup to make her so her boyfriend at the time wouldn't know. That just seems ridiculous. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry that people have you block Crafton and Kim. But you know, it happens. I cannot. That's good. That's good, the DeLorean. That's that. I have a community tab I can share too. Now, could you guys put the DeLorean's link in chat again, because I would really like her to get them. I would like the car to get its numbers back up. Oh, Jabberjaws, you like it? Do you like it? That's Mr. Foz's favorite picture of me. So she did okay, it was a civil case, but wasn't there one that it was more than like $10,000 or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. That's one of them I'm going to get into. But she went to court. The woman won the case about the dresses. She's not going to have a case. No, she's not. Well, you know, we always say, and Lindsay said it first, please, if I ever get murdered, do not let these people in this true crime community, most specifically misinformation, try to solve my case because she's completely full of shit. Yeah, I know. She does so she well, yeah, and what about how she says she said, like, in the dresses, she said she would sell them, they would get 75% of what, or 70% of what she got for the dresses, and then she would get 30. But then what she did was she was renting them, right? So she was thank you, Jabberjaws. My hair really does look like that in real life. I need to get it. I need to get it um redone, but it really is like that right now, maybe a little bit. Um but she would then rent the dresses that these people were wanting to sell, and then claim that it was slow, but it should pick up. So she was making money off these dresses that these people were wanting to sell, to consign, not to rent. And she was giving them how much of the rental? Any? Thank you, Rose. Yep. So she should have been giving them part of the rental fee, right? Okay, anyway, sorry, I was getting a message. Sorry if I go quiet, it's because I cannot focus. Well, I mean, this is her biggest scam so far, guys, right? Well, uh, Laura, I cannot wait to be served with something so that I can tell what I know. But she's not going to serve me because I've never lied. I've never stated an opinion as fact. I've stated an opinion. But people state opinions all the time without saying that they're their opinion. That's my opinion. She does it constantly. So Amanda Lee, that's interesting to me because here civil court is less than 4 grand. Like 4 grand is the most you can ask for. So that's like a lot of money. Maybe you could do like separate lawsuits for like separate dresses. I don't know. I would think that that would be credit card fraud, Gladys, and that would be something more go for it, Glitter Fighter. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Yep, Tiffany, I have brought that up. She called us all pedo sympathizers as a fact. The people in my community, these people, these anti-MM people, that she had an affidavit, and I think that she said these are court documents, that she had court cases. She said all of that as a fact. How about that, Melissa? She said all of that. She didn't say that this is my opinion. She said it's okay, Tiffany. She said she vetted it. That could destroy lives. That could destroy lives. Oh, yes, that's right. That's right, Nancy. Unless they say it is their opinion. She doesn't say it's her opinion either. I'm sorry, Akasha, I had muted for a few minutes while I checked a message. Sometimes I do that. It is full. I mean, and I believe that, the people that she did that to, who she named out names, they could have gone after her legally too. But they don't have a platform in which they can raise $20,000. So she's all high and mighty up in her fucking glass fucking tower, feeling all smug that she can do this, but she can't. She's got nothing. She's actually got nothing. Unless people have accused her of things that she has not actually done. Nobody has made accusations that I have heard that is not provable by court documents. She has a good case against Mandy, but she won't do that. Published puppet, we put her in touch with an FBI agent for what Mandy did. And she called him or whatever, and then she went on to boast about how that FBI agent doesn't want anything to do with us and all this stuff, and what we're doing is worse to Mandy, everything like that. She might need a federal attorney for cyber harassment, but that's not what she's doing. She's doing defamation, she said, but what it really is she has a legal defense fund. Something's happening here, and she's lying to y'all. And she is gonna meet with the lawyer. I do firmly believe she's gonna meet with the lawyer. If she has not already had a lawyer that she can get to write her up something, but I doubt anybody's gonna break or gonna go against their ethics to their duty as a lawyer to uphold the law and lie for her. But she is going to That's a good point, Brittany J. She is considered a public figure. She is never going to silence anyone from speaking about her. Celebrities can't even silence people. Yeah. Mm. She did say cyber harassment, and that's still what it says on her on the actual page. If you go to the page, it's called cyberbullying harassment fund, right? But she's calling it. She has multiple times said legal defense fund, legal defense fund. If she's the plaintiff, she's not on the defense, and then she says, "Oh, hi, ASMR isn't weird, Mark." She says, "Oh, I'm defending myself against these people." That's not what she's doing. Well, Broken Justice, I am going through stuff and I will go through all of that. I want to do a series and I will go through all of that. Absolutely. Uh Michelle B, I don't know enough about YouTube's toss and the protected class on YouTube, but those people that are a protected class and if they are covered by YouTube's toss should be reporting her to YouTube. Absolutely. I know that protected class does not mean the same thing in the real world as it does mean on YouTube. Um, Glitter Fighter, to me, the name hasn't changed when I look at it, so I don't know. Well, Donnie, if Lana is taking her to court, then more power to her. But no, YT, psych, I don't believe a lawyer will write something out. I don't believe a lawyer would do that. That lawyer is not ethical if they will write something out under false pretenses. I do not believe that. That's going to happen. I believe she is meeting with a lawyer. I absolutely do. Because she has to pay a lawyer some amount of money and have proof of that in case people that have donated demand proof. So then she can say, it's all hush hush. I can't talk about it anymore, but I need more money, basically. She said she never, ever, ever, ever ask for donations. Never do that. That's terrible, Mark, that you know lawyers like that because they shouldn't be lawyers. She might, Granny's watching, but I think, like, I hope, because she told me I was going to eat my words. So I'd like to see dates. I'd like to see the full name of your lawyer, because seriously, I would like to, volunteer as tribute for a deposition to tell the truth about everything you've done. Um, so I will contact your lawyer for myself. You won't even have to spend money on that. um, I'm just joking. I'll make her spend money on it. But I I want to see dates, I want to see names, and I want to see receipts. Oh yeah, Veronica, for sure. She also has not donated a single dime for it. However, that's not, I mean, that's silly. Like, I wouldn't, if I started a fundraiser, I would not donate money myself that they're going to take a part of anyway. I would keep my money to, if I was actually going to be using, if I was donating, so that's not proof of anything. If I was starting a fundraiser for a legal defense, why would I donate money to it for that fundraiser to take a part of my money, right? I would donate, or I would just keep my money separate, my own personal money. Moody Mary, mine does not go directly to my bank account. I have to push a thing that says to transfer it. Mine comes directly out of my bank account. So I think that might be something, but this is a pay pool. It's a little bit different. Hi, Grim Truther. Hi, Wolfie. I don't know who Wolfie is. I hope that's not Justin Wolfstar. Hi, Callie. Yes, exactly. Defense fund. And she claims it was to defend herself from us. Okay, then it's if Wolfie is amazing, you say so. Granny's watching. It's not the Wolfie. The name is triggering for me. I don't know if that's completely full circle, except for at least that scam wasn't. I don't believe it was a complete scam, but it definitely wasn't for $20,000, and there really was a sick little girl involved. I don't, I don't mind. I don't mind her being. I mean, at this point, I don't mind if people report her for legitimate things. Though you got to report her for legitimate stuff. You can't do like false strikes against her. You can't do that kind of stuff. It's got to be legitimate. You got to show proof of what she's doing. I don't think YT really cares because of the amount of money she brings in. But I wonder if they would care about this fundraising thing because they're not getting shit from it. She had a sweet tea fund? What? Hi, Jennifer Sharp. I'm going to just assume that everybody that's driving from now on is on the way to the casino. Glitter Fighter, that's what we're wondering, that she has something going on. Hi, Alex Erickson. That's good. That's good. Wolfie's all good people. Okay. I get it. Well, she's got the money available to her, so she can do what she wants now. I need a Kool-Aid cult fund. I mean, the other thing that like just tears me up about this is that there are people in this world that could use that money. And not that the people in her chat should or need to or obligated or would give their money to those people, but just think about the frivolousness of this. Nobody is hurting her good reputation. She does not have a good reputation. Nobody is hurting that. So she has got over $7,000 right now. And there are people fucking literally starving in the streets. There are people who can't get medical care. There are people that don't have a warm place to sleep tonight. There is so much suffering in this world that money, just a little bit of money, could solve. And or help, maybe not solve, but help. And she is hiring or raising money supposedly to stop people supposedly from talking bad about her on YouTube. The fucking entitlement. The fucking entitlement. The white fucking privilege. Also, sorry if that's too political for some people. It's fucking ridiculous. It's disgusting. Hi, Mike Dropping Mom. Congratulations on your award. Absolutely. All of us grannies watching, lots of people are struggling. Lots of people are struggling. Yeah, you don't fuck with cats. Hi, Mama Knows Best. Up, Veronica. It's like it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And there are so many people. There are so many people in her chat that probably could use help that don't that probably are not donating, that are sending prayers, but probably look at that money and are like sick to their stomachs a little bit. They gotta be. That's right, published puppet. If I seriously was raising money to stop something that was happening to me, every bit of my own extra money would be going to that. I wouldn't be going to the casino. Absolutely. Of course, I can't speak of how other people would behave because I'm not other people, and nor are other people obligated to behave like I would. But the callousness to just throw it in people's faces. Give me all your money so I can go to the casino and afford a lawyer. Right, exactly. Exactly. Let's not forget the other scam we're going to talk about when she was so sick with COVID. And her family was so sick with COVID, they had to order in food all the time. They couldn't eat, right? Or they couldn't cook, couldn't go to the store. They were sick and legitimately probably were sick. I don't know. But then she spent that money in a COVID fever dream on a fucking new fucking wardrobe. Coats, boots, and her fucking mods who were begging for the money were having to scramble to cover it up. Yeah. Yeah, Veronica. And she also said that somebody else was willing to pay all her legal fees. All her legal fees. Yes, yeah, Mama Knows Best. Hold on a second. Let me get the link for you. But Mama Knows Best. Hopefully it is Mama Knows Best and it's not some I got balls the other day, so Mama Knows Best. I will have to have you just flash your camera on real quick backstage. I will not put you up until you've done it and turned it back off. He does publish Puppet. That's right, Rose RN. That's right. That is right. She could totally afford to go after these people. Just quickly turn on your cam and then turn it back off for me, Mama. There you go. Okay, turn it back off. Unless you want to be on cam. Okay. I'm adding you now. Thank you. Thank you, but I
You
got my first dick flasher last
you
week.
did.
He was backstage. Fortunately enough, I was getting ready to go to sleep, and they used a name and the avatar of somebody that has come into our chat, and so I said, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go to bed, so like I'm not putting anybody else up on panel." And then all of a sudden, backstage, they flashed their penis at me. So that was fun. So now I got to be a little bit more careful. So go ahead, and say what you got to say.
I've seen where a few said that the person that I'm talking about didn't want me to mention her name. Um, but the person I'm talking about is a friend to me. So I don't know why she wouldn't want me to express my what I think. If she can talk at us and tell us like she did, why can't we respond to that if she's not going to talk to us? So what I'm getting at is I know NC. I know how she is. She just come over. She comes over there to her channel, this other person's channel, just to show that she can. She comes in and out when she wants to. And when you got people in there that are victims, and you was a victim yourself, I don't understand why you want her over there. Or I understand you trying to make peace, and I don't agree with going back and forth. I think we should all have peace, and I think we should all get along and stuff. And if that one creator, Natasha, don't want to have peace with everybody, just everybody should ignore her and just let her be. And then eventually she'll run out of people to talk about because ain't nobody saying nothing.
Right.
But to be to come at me and the way she did, and then tell and then say you can unsubscribe, and then she was over there in NC's live the other night, and she won an award from NC. Oh, everybody was praising her. She was in chat, her chat and stuff, and it just she. You know why NC is doing that. You know why. She's doing it so she can have that grasp on her. Like
Yep.
she thinks that she's playing on her soft side. She's trying to reel her in again because she knows she does it just for bait, like just to so she can have control over somebody. And then she's going to throw her out and she says, "Oh, I asked her to come and do readings over here too, but she said she'd think about it." That's fine. If that's what she wants to do, that's fine. I just do not like being on her over there on her live. It's not because I don't support her or that I don't like her. I I've grown to really like her and really care about her because just the way she's been done. And but to her to talk to her subscribers like she did the other night and just get off live, and then she came back on and said for 8 minutes and said a bunch of bad stuff, and then she deleted it. But just so happened I seen it and was already watching it before she had a chance to delete it, and it it wasn't very nice, and I backed her up. I backed her up, but why would you let someone that victimized a lot of people, and then she even claimed, I got the screenshot, I saved it. She claimed that, oh well, I think they gave her a for being um the one that's trying to make peace on YouTube, basically. And
Yeah, she doesn't want to say any names. I know who you're talking about, and I know what you're saying. Natasha, absolutely, what Natasha is doing is a divide and conquer type movement where what she'll do is she will welcome back, and like she did with TT. Look at what she did to TT. She went in there, made amends, and now she doesn't go into TT's chats anymore. She doesn't have TT up on her panel anymore. She's letting TT twist in the wind. TT destroyed her own channel by bringing Natasha in, right? And then now she has nothing. She has nothing. You go into TT's chats, the last few chats, mostly wrenches talking. And I'm talking after the rogue mod. You see some non-wrenches, right? But it's mostly wrenches talking. She does not have the support. She had 50 some people in her chat, whereas when Natasha's there, she has like 300 people. It is absolutely apparent what she's doing. Natasha is doing the divide and conquer. So what she's doing is she saw another opportunity because the person you're talking about come up on my panel with Miss H, and it didn't go well. And then she went live, you know, kind of upset. And so Natasha sees a new opportunity to divide that person from this community. That person is
yeah, that's
absolutely
exactly.
100. Yeah, she's
I agree.
100% welcome here and loved. Uh, I also will not be held hostage by someone's emotions. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will not be forced into silence by anybody.
Well,
I will stop talking.
I'm trying to be
But then what's going to happen is let me just finish my thought so I don't lose it. What's going to happen is if she sees us then not supporting that person, Natasha, she will then throw that person back to the wind. She doesn't want her. She doesn't care about her. She doesn't need her support. In fact, she does not want her support. She wants to divide her from this community and then discard her. That's absolutely what she's doing.
And then she
Sorry, go
invited
ahead.
her over to do readings and stuff. You know, they sit over there and made fun of her and all this other stuff. She is not wanting her to, she's just doing that to show everybody else, oh, look what I can do. I know how she plays. And, you know, I'll be there when, you know, when she throws that person back to the wolves again. But still, I just figured that that person would know how she plays. She said it before. I know her. And she didn't want to come up when Mrs. H was in chat over here. She was mad because she was over here in your live, but she expects us to be okay going to hers and with NC coming in and out of her live. You know, just
I agree.
basically it hurt my feelings. I just had to get off YouTube the other night and I just had to go cry for a little bit because I just could not believe she's letting her get her again. I mean, and I see that, you know, she is trying to do better. She wants everybody to get along, but some people you just have to leave alone. You know, everybody can get along, but that some people is not going to do it. And then to tell her that she's doing that, oh, you can have my reward. I give it back to you because you've been doing better lately. What?
What?
What the hell? I mean, I like to joke. Oh my gosh. I can't take it no more. I mean, I had to start seeing therapy just because of NC. You know, just I was so invested and was so I liked her in the beginning before the drama channel came. And when you get to be close to somebody and you watch them and you feel like you're a part of the team at first, and then you disagree and oh they snap, and then when this drama channel came, that's when she totally went bad. That's when everything has gone. Everybody's been fighting since this channel came about, and
Right.
it just, I mean, it hurt me. And then for her to actually, I even got on her panel, and she always calls me a crybaby. Look at that. Look at her. She's always over there crying for money. You know, I'm not crying for money. I'm crying for peace. You know, and I even apologized to her because I did say something in somebody else's chat. But what I said was the truth. It wasn't. It was not nice, but it was the truth. I did not lie about nothing. But I apologized to her in front of all her people, and then every one of them bashed me. They was talking so bad about me in chat. She was talking. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, I cried, and I just literally it destroyed me. It just I was devastated, and because it does, I do believe it messes, you know, with people's mental abuse. You know, it does because you
Yeah.
feel like they're, you know, like y'all. I feel like y'all my friends, and I'm a stay at home mom. I have OCD and I do not leave my house very seldom. I'm in my home 24/7 just about. And y'all are what takes all the bad things out of my head from going on all day and being in this house. It helps. But then when you have people that's stomping all over you and calling you names that don't even know you, you know, that's not good. I would never do that to nobody else, but you know, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I hear you. And I mean, it will happen. It will happen to her again. And I get what you're saying. I get exactly. And it is fair for Natasha to be welcomed into a chat that, like, if Natasha came into this chat, like, I would not betray you guys. High Truth Fortune Teller, I would not betray you guys. I would never allow for that woman to come up on my panel. I would not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I just couldn't. She is vile.
And then when
And I
she even came in the panel and people were saying, why is she over here? She invited her to her Halloween thing. Why would she leave her live with all her people in there? She is live. She was live with the little Halloween thing she was doing. She left her panel, and the reason I knew that was watching TV in here, she don't like NC, but she watches it to see because she can't stand how she does people either. I guess she hate watches if that's what you want to call it. But she
yeah,
was watching it in here, and I was in the bathroom, and I heard that person's name, you know, her talking, and I was like, I know she ain't over there on her channel, but evidently when she went over there, she was playing it on her live, them talking, and so that I thought so I come back in here and I was like, I know she ain't over there on what's her name's panel. And I went back and she was over there in her channel live where we was at, and she just stepped in, said, you can come over here and happy Halloween, and then and then Amanda. I wasn't gonna say that.
yeah,
I'm
I know.
sorry, but she even told her happy Halloween, thank you, and then she said it twice, and I mean, gosh, burn us once, but say it again, happy Halloween, thanks for coming over, inviting me. It just like stabbed a dagger in my heart. It's like I can understand she's wanting to make peace, but and her coming in and out of her live like that, and then her putting her stuff, what she says up there on the panel where everybody can see NC's name and all that, what she's saying, that is that's not making us feel safe. That's just letting us know that NC has control of coming in and out of that live when she wants to. She has control of coming in and out of that panel when she wants to. And she even says, "Well, I told her to text me if she was coming over here, or she didn't text her, she didn't do nothing. She just come over and made it her, just made herself home like we're all there, just like what?"
Right, right, exactly, exactly. Because that's what she's doing. Mama knows best. That's what she's doing. Divide and conquer. Absolutely.
But I'm not trying to talk bad about her, and I don't want her to think that I am. I'm I've been supporting her, and I care about her. That's why it hurts me, because I do care about her, and I know what she's going to get herself into, and I know what's going to happen. And I just hate to see her crying again and get hurt again over that one mean, nasty person.
Right. But she will. It will happen. It will happen. It might take longer this time to happen, but it will happen. Because she has no use for her. She does not actually want her support. She never wanted TT support. She wanted to shut TT up. And she did.
She
She
grabs
did.
everybody and takes them in and lets everybody know, oh, I got control over this one. This one, look, I can take anybody. That's basically what it's telling me. Like she can get anybody she wants to.
Yeah.
I know she can't get y'all, but I mean, hopefully, I didn't think she would get her again either. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It
gotta
just
I gotta
bothers
respond
me.
to something in chat. The DeLorean. I don't know if Natasha did somehow get my link and get up on my panel. I might lose my shit on her. I might. Like you guys saw what I did to her on AA's panel, right? When I came up and just kept talking over her. I'm telling her to leave. Like, but you're probably right. I would probably stay calm. I would never let her up here to begin with. I just wouldn't let her up here, because that is, to me, the ultimate betrayal of you guys, is to have her in this chat and allow her to be in this chat, and she can't get up on panel and not start talking shit to every single person in the chat. Look what she did on TT's. She just fucking TT just buckled under the weight of her, and it was just fucking insane. Yeah, it is sad. It's something you got to let people learn their own mistakes, right? You got to they got to learn their own lessons, and I hate it, because it's painful to watch other people go through that, because they believe and they believe that I believe she believes she's doing something for her own mental well-being, but it's going to be bad.
And if
Well, I
anybody
didn't.
wants to know the real
Sorry.
her, they should have watched TT's live when she did Carolyn the way she did.
Oh yeah.
That one, she knew that woman had some kind of problem. She knew it, and because she brought her up on her panel, and she never would say nothing. Everybody knew how there was something wrong. And for her to bring her up there and call and sit there and chat and say loony alert, the whole time she was putting this little bell thing in chat and was saying loony alert. And Carolyn did not ever say anything to her. She didn't come over there and say, she didn't start it like NC says she did. She didn't. She did not start it. I watched the whole thing. I even screenshotted all of the mean, nasty person's comments because I wanted to show that she was the one. And then for her to just bounce out when TT brings her up on panel, and after she done, and then everybody was like, "Oh my God, we've been sitting here laughing and making fun of people." They was like, TT was speechless because she did not know. I could tell she didn't know because she was like, "Well, I think you should step down." And and where was NC then? She done got off because she knew she done did what she wanted. She done,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to get up here and say that if the person that I'm talking about, if she sees this, I do back you up, and I do care about you, and I'm not up here to bring you down or bash you or nothing. I'm afraid you're going to get hurt, and I know that's her intentions because I've seen it over and over and over.
Hmm.
So just be careful, and that's all I can say. I mean, I really care about her, but there's nothing else I can do. I don't want to be over there when NC comes in and out all the time. And it's not because I don't care about her or I'm not a loyal supporter, but I'm not going to have somebody that's constantly ripping my life apart come in and out just and when she wants to. If you want to bring her on panel, you need to discuss it. She's going to be here tonight, and if anybody wants to come, they can come. The ones that she's victimized, they can not come. Let us know it. Don't just let her come up what she wants.
Right. Right.
But
Like warn
thank
them.
you for
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely, honey. Anytime. Absolutely anytime.
And I'm going to step down and I'll watch you in chat. But I just wanted to say, I just don't know how else to contact her or nothing. But I just seen some of her lives and her telling me to unsubscribe and I didn't do nothing. But I just did not want to be there when NC was in there because I
Yeah.
know how she
I
is.
don't blame you. Yeah.
But I appreciate you letting me come up and say what I had to say, and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for coming up.
I'm
You're
gonna
always
step
welcome.
down now. Oh,
All
thank you.
right. Okay. Bye. Um,
Bye.
there was somebody, sorry, talked over you. There was somebody in chat. Now I can't remember the name. Oh, I can't remember the name, but said that they were a legal researcher or paralegal, maybe. Fish like a girl. There you go. Fish like a girl. My email is scrolling across the screen. But if you have legal background, what do you think of the lawsuit she's talking about? And if you'd like to come up, you can well, glitter fighter. She doesn't want to say the name of who she's talking about. I don't know if you're talking to Mama Knows Best or not, but she didn't want to say the name. That is wonderful, Batgirl. I also play a paralegal on YT. You think it's bullshit? Fish like a girl? because it is, I feel like it's bullshit too. Like, I feel like it's absolute bullshit too. No one was arrested, but she found no one was arrested. I hope somebody is arrested, Batgirl. And it's so great that she has been found. That's so awesome. Like, that is like, hold on just a second. I got a bunch of messages. Well, I believe there's a lawyer, guys. I believe that there's a lawyer because because of how loud we are being, there is going to have to be proof that there's a lawyer. If she just brushes this under the rug, like, then legitimately her people are are like, I don't know what to say about that. Legitimately, I don't know what to say about that. Oh, I don't know. Rescued by the police, but nobody arrested. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I agree, Jack. She has to at least consult with an attorney. There is going to be some kind of evidence that she has consulted with somebody because because they her people are going to ask. She's got a lot of new people that weren't around that maybe have a little bit more discernment. Yeah, anybody can get a consult, and she might even pay a little bit of money for the consult. But there's no way she's using all that money. There's no way. And if she does, guys, let's make her spend every fucking dime and then some. Let her, because she's got nothing. Yeah. So Fish Like a Girl doesn't, I mean, I read it off, but doesn't she have to have good character and a good reputation to be damaged in order to perform to prove defamation? They do have a man in custody, Batgirl. Hi to the moon. No, 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 no. Mama's Knows Best was not talking about TT. We were talking about what NC did with TT and is doing with other people that might have channels that she might try to separate from us because divide and conquer. That's what she's doing, divide and conquer. Okay, awesome. Good. I hope that they found the person. Oh yeah, Boston Koozie for sure. Most good attorneys don't give free consults. Well, that's true. That is true. Hi, Nikki O'Shea. Defamation is hard to prove. So, absolutely. Callie, they're talking about a little girl in Australia that was missing. Chloe was her name. Yeah. But I think the funniest part for me was her telling her chat that absolutely people will pay, and if you get caught on YouTube making false attacks or something, I can't remember her exact words, I'll have to find it and clip it again, that you will be not allowed to be on social media anymore. And that YT YouTube 100% is going to be in her court to give her lawyer the names of these people. Absolutely. donations for brain surgery that never happened, the bike that never happened, the stuff that went to that one sub, that like the coloring book and stuff that she donated. She got like $200 donated and she spent like $42. The fact that there are people that have come up on her panel and told their story, and she has gotten super chats in their name. Has she given any of that to those people? Hold on a second. I need to read back a little bit. I like when people come up because then I can look at chat while they talk. Well, Fish Like a Girl, I come up. I do lives in the evening too, so this is just my day off, so I can do it during the day. Yeah, but I think that she's actually being taken. I think she's being sued. Oh my God, Tiffany, that's so fun. Nobody, yeah, some employers will look at social media. They will, and that's smart of them to look at social media. Um, if you have a job where they need to represent your company in a specific way, right? But yeah, no bank is going to look at your social media. Lawyers might look at your social media though. Oh, me too, DeLorean. Me too, except for her chat buys her bullshit so much that I don't know if they will not let it slide. I think she might get away with it. Yeah, Mrs. M. Agreed. I don't think Lynn's decent. I think Lynn lies a lot and makes a lot of stuff up. I don't like Lynn either. Whoa, 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 whoa. Callie, when was this? When was Scarlett in blackface? Was she in blackface for Halloween? Y'all, was she in blackface for Halloween? Yay, Flower Child. Yes, Melissa Jade, Lion Lynn. But was she in blackface on panel? Please tell me. Callie, do you have her picture of blackface? Because one thing, is she black? I don't know. I don't know if she's black. Is she black though? Is Scarlett black though? Is she a woman of color? Because you can't, like, I can't, but racism is one thing I will fucking call out every fucking time. But I don't speak on, I mean, if somebody is black or not. I mean, if she is black, she's black. How do you know Mama knows best? How do you know her ethnicity? How do we know if she's white or not? I'm just trying to, I want to be, she's Italian. Okay. She is half black. She has said so. Okay, Rose, we're not going to talk about that then. We're not going to talk about that. If she said she's half black, we are not going to question it. We're not going to question it. Not doing it. Okay, but there are people in here saying that she's half black. Rose is a mod of hers, was a mod of hers. and is saying that she is half black, gone into hiding. I'm repeatedly telling you that if she has claimed that she is half black, please stop. Please stop. You guys are going into very, very scary territory. Okay? She's still mean, yeah. She's still mean, but being in blackface it's not appropriate, but I cannot tell a person of color how they should portray their own race ever. I will not. If she were white, maybe she wouldn't, Nikki, but if she were white, I would call that out fucking, but I'm not going to do it for someone that is a person of color. I'm not. Just not. Well, was she talking about, she was probably talking about that person's texture. She probably has internal racism, but I can't unpack that. I am not a person of color and I will not unpack that. I will not. Green Bean, if she is, if I can't, I'm not a person of color, so I cannot speak how people of color respond or how they do any of that. If she was legitimately fully white, I would ask I would ask like I would point out microaggressions. Yes, racial microaggressions, but I just can't. I understand, guys, how you feel. I think it's disgusting too, but I just don't want to speak. I am not a person of color, and I do not want to speak on how people of color might. I don't want to speak on that. I mean, I will speak out against racism. I will. And that is some internal racism if she is. But yeah, she's just in general not a nice person. I can't tell anybody how to portray their race, Green Bean. I can't tell anybody how to portray their race. That is absolutely correct. I can't. And if I were a person of color, dark magician, I would call that out, but I'm not. I'm not. A lot of things, you know what? But and things are offensive, and I don't, and I can be offensive. I can say things are offensive, but I'm very, very, very adamant about racial things. I am not a person of color, and I will only speak on what I see my white race doing as racism. If people of color have their own internal stuff, I'm not going to speak on it. You think, did somebody behind? Hold on. True Crime Insider will be told to stay. I think True Crime Insider might be behind a bit in chat, maybe. Oops. Sorry, there's somebody blowing leaves right outside my window. Well, I mean, let's just talk about the content of her character, Callie. Sorry, you guys, there's a lot of noise. There's somebody blowing leaves right outside my window, so. Okay, Fish Like a Girl, I'll try to watch that. Scarlett's character is absolutely questionable. Absolutely questionable. And you remember how they go on and on about how they're going to stop talking about something, and then they keep on talking about it. Yeah, Callie, you are correct. You are correct. The last person speaking about social media etiquette is Scarlett. Absolutely. Oh, you couldn't hear the leaf blower? Really? It's fucking loud in here. Mrs. M, do you live in Washington State? We might. Do you live in Washington State? Hi, eggnog. Almost that season. Are they selling eggnog in the stores yet? Oh, that's classism. Yep, wrong side of the tracks is classism. And I get that people feel like people are sensitive and stuff like that. But the thing is it takes no effort whatsoever to just not be an asshole and just leave irrelevant shit out of it. No effort whatsoever. Thank you, Kelly. But I and in fact when people do have to resort to ableism, being an ableist, to classism, to racism, to sexism, to all those kind of things, when they have to resort to that, it's because they have nothing else to say of worth, so or of significance. So that's why I don't want to, speak on those things. Oh, Moody Mary, she is very, very condescending. Absolutely. Absolutely. It baffles me, somebody that feels the way that she feels or the way that she feels about herself is content to being a sidekick to Natasha. That's really weird. Hello, Carrie. Well, and I also was it who put up the live, or not the live, but who put up the video? You guys remind me, who put up the video? There are so many channels out here, and I'm going to make a community post, I think, linking all the channels that I really love. Not that I'm like a not like I'm like a source of uh validity or anything like that, but I think, like, I just want to, the ones I love. Um if Who did it? Who did the one where they showed that, where Natasha was talking about what a real man is, right? That one was good too. Saved her. Saved her from what? Thank you, Jack. That's absolutely right. Ad hominem attacks are the loser's tactic. Yeah, I'll push all the great channels on you. That was you, Granny? That was great, Granny. I love that one. Hi, Karen. We are talking about Miss Cooper and the Pooper Troopers. Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to make Scarlet turn, because I don't see it happening. She kisses her ass so hard that I just don't see it happening. I mean, Voices, and she gives her so much money. Voices did talk lots and doesn't give her money, right? And sat on her panel being vile night after night. Siren, I don't know. Like, he might be turned on eventually. Yep, Granny. Would ASMR isn't weird, Mark? Do you do an ASMR channel? You know what is giving me so much hope, guys, is that there are people in this chat today, today, that said they came to Natasha because of the Gabby Petito case, right? But then they realized she was full of shit. And so they've, like, found us. That is so, so encouraging, don't you think? Oh, playing with chalk and powder. You don't like play with chalk over a chalkboard though, do you? That doesn't give me ASMR. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. I think that Lynn DS needs to make an ASMR channel. Yeah, Carrie, we talked about it a little bit, but where nobody is surprised that she went to the casino. It's up to $9,000. Are you fucking kidding me? Will you drop the link to me again in our chat? Hold on, my daughter's texting me. I might have to let her come over and say hi. Um, Karen, you took a nap. What Lynn, I mean, I guess I don't know what kind of ASMR is auto sensory meridian response, and it's basically things that it can be sounds, it can be I think it can be visual. It's things that set off the meridian response, like kind of the pleasure centers in your brain, things that you guys, my daughter texted me and she says she wanted to bring something over to me. And I said, I'm live right now. And she said, wow, when are you not live? That's like, I am not live as much as other people are live. But she's funny. She's funny. Hold on. I want to get that link just so I can look at it. It's still called the cyber harassment fund. I thought she was going to change the name. $9,081.50, 45% of the way. That is just incredible. I'm looking at some of the comments. Some of the comments I'm glad a lot of people are donating anonymously. But I am shocked at the $1,000 donations. That is just like so crazy to me. You know how many people could be fed with $1,000? Do you know how many people could fucking eat for how long with $1,000? It's so crazy. It's so gross to me. Yeah, Callie, it is funny. Eggnog, we did ask that. We did ask that. Like, if somebody offered to pay all the legal fees, but also before that, when she was talking about strikes and stuff like that, she talked about how she had the money to afford a lawyer. Oh, Ginger, thank you. That's great. That's so wonderful. That she had the fee. She had the money to pay for legal fees. Then she had someone who was willing to pay all her legal fees. But then all of a sudden she needed a fundraiser for $20,000. No, absolutely not, Buttercup. That is not okay. Absolutely not okay. That is so fucking wrong. People shouldn't no, it's not okay, Buttercup. I'm so sorry that that happens to your daughter. I am so sorry. That Jennifer Sharp. Yes. That's very nice ASMR. She has nothing against me. She has nothing against me. She can't prove shit. Everything I've said is truth or opinion. Truth or opinion. I have not accused her of anything she has not done. I don't know if it's racist. I don't know if that's racist so much as it's I mean, 'cause somebody else could speak on if that's I don't think that's racist because because albino's not a race, right? But it is definitely ableist because of her blind and her albino causes her to be blind, right? And is it I don't know if albinoism is a disease or if it's just a condition like a melanin. I don't know a lot about albinos. Albinos are black? I did not know that. I don't know a lot about albinos. Thank you, Ginger. So, I mean, other people could probably speak to it, but it's mean and it's cruel and it is just wrong. It's wrong. It's also like calling someone who is really like I had a friend in high school who could not she had a condition and she could not gain weight. She was so skinny. And she didn't have an eating disorder, none of that. It was like really hard for her to gain weight. And and so she was just and people would call her names, and that is just wrong. Thank you, Moody Mary. Absolutely. I can't imagine money being thrown away like this either. It is fucking disgusting. No, they should not, Brittany J. They should not. Nobody should be mocked or attacked for the way they look, anything like that. Nothing like that. How much they weigh, even not how they're born, you know? Eggnog, I'm not giving her the benefit of the doubt. I said I'd eat my words if she comes up with the proof. Okay, it's a genetic disorder. Right. So that would be ableism, I suppose. If albinos are black, then it's also racism. I mean, it's all sorts of things and it's wrong. It's just outright wrong. And it's bullying for sure. It is plain outright bullying. Yes, Granny's watching. It is plain outright bullying and it's rude and it's mean. And I just wish it doesn't take people effort. I feel like it takes people more effort to be mean than to be just kind. And it's not that I've never been mean to anybody. Of course I have, but it takes a toll on your soul. It absolutely does. Oh yeah, I saw receipts too, eggnog. And publish pub it. I get that too. When people say it's not racist because they have somebody in their life that's that or that their, you know, best friend or um their best friend or something, like when they say, "Oh, my best friend is gay, so I can't be like a homophobe." Okay, mama knows best. Thank you. That's right, eggnog. That is right. And so so that doesn't work for me. That's even worse when people say, "Oh, I can't be racist because this." Yeah. ASMR you isn't weird, Mark. You are correct. Um, hating people really isn't good for us, and it is okay to let shit go. I agree with you, but here's how I feel about it, not but. Here's how I feel about it. If it is something that personally affects me, I do let shit go like that. But if I see people being abused, I cannot let that shit go until I have to do something. I have to do something. I made an analogy to Melissa Jade today or yesterday that it didn't work real well, but it was like it was the same thing. If I see somebody in the street like with support and stature abusing somebody that doesn't have the same thing, okay, Boston Koozie, it's fine. I'll see you soon. I cannot walk by. I cannot pass that by. I can't. I like there's nothing in me that would feel okay about walking away from watching someone be abused. And so I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't feel good, I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror, and, and so I won't do it. So I will speak up, and I will speak up. If somebody is doing something to me specifically, it's very much easier for me to let it go because I know who I am and I know the truth about myself. There are a lot of people in the world who what other people say about them hurts them. You know what I mean? And it's okay. It's okay that they feel that way. It's perfectly fine that they feel like I don't want people saying bad things about me or I don't want people to I don't care if people attack me. I am fully 100% aware and confident in who I am as a person. And the good that I have done, the people that I love, the people that I trust can and would all attest to it. And so I sleep well at night because I know I'm not a terrible person. But if I walked away from people that I saw being abused, I would feel like a terrible person. And I don't like feeling like a terrible person. Would not want to feel like a terrible person. So what are we talking about? Oh, I don't like that, Gladys. I don't know who Delsha is, Callie. Would you like to would you like to I mean, Callie, would you like to come up and speak on that? I don't know who Delsha is. Thank you, ASMR isn't weird. I will. I'm gonna go look it up right now. Buttercup, you should be proud and you're a good mama. Thank you, DeLorean. Hold on just a second. Let me mute for a second. Okay, I just looked up that poem too. Sorry when I go quiet. I just can't. Sometimes I read out loud to myself, and if I'm reading a thing, Delta is an African American woman who is suffering greatly, who has mocking and Lynn called illiterate because she's. What? Is there, Callie? Do you got something you can send me in the email? Are you kidding me? I mean, her parody their parody bullshit is so fucking wrong. The parody bullshit is so wrong. I don't think it's parodying. I think it's mocking, and that's different. And anything that you guys want to send me that you want me to look at, even if you think I might not talk about it, because if there's stuff that I might not talk about, I might not talk about, right? There's just stuff I might not talk about. I don't think, like some people, that anything is on the table, anything goes. I know some people believe that. I do not believe that. They are not SNL. They are not SNL. Gladys, you are correct. They are not even close to SNL. Not even close. Not even close. I just looked up that poem. I'm going to read it really quickly in my, just not out loud. Oh my goodness. That's really powerful. I'll have to read it sometime out loud, but I'll have to be ASMR. It's weird. Not weird. Wait. You think Natasha is being sued, Granny? What? Granny's watching. Do you have this? Do you have proof of that? Gladys, right. Right. We need some real comedians up there. Hey, Granny's watching. If you have proof of that, would you send me it at my Gmail? I love Mel Mel. Unfortunately, Callie, racism is alive everywhere. Unfortunately, it's alive everywhere. And we can't just sit around and not be racist. I think we have to actively be anti-racist. But do you have proof of that? Granny's watching? Yeah, I will do that. I will do that, the DeLorean. If she wants to email me any proof, I will take any proof. It's just word of mouth to me is not proof enough. I know Lana has said it many times, but just saying it's not proof. So so I will, but my email, your book solid, my email is scrolling along the bottom of the screen. Oh, hide and seek. That's a good point. That is a good point. Is it potential that's why she apologized to my friends? Well, your comedy act is pretty good, the DeLorean. You got some funny shit, but you also really do good at powerful, dramatic messages too. Um, Yeah, I don't until I see proof, then I don't really believe anything, but it's very possible, and it would make sense that that's why she has a defense fund right now and not an actual, she's not going after anyone. But but I'm wondering if that she gets to keep it, eggnog. Nobody's gonna fucking question her. Nobody's gonna question her. She's gonna make up so much shit. She's gonna make up so much shit. Buttercup, it's if she doesn't bother you, that's perfectly fine. So welcome here. Yeah, it's convenient, Granny. But see, and I'm wondering if she's cleaning up, if she is putting on a good face, and that's why after she doxed and after she put out defaming stuff about my friends, she apologized for doing it without vetting it, and she admitted she never vetted it and she didn't believe any of it. But what kind of damage did she do in the meantime? And because of that, people get threats. Because of that, her rabid followers think it's okay to say maybe somebody should contact their jobs. Maybe somebody should call the police in their local area. Whoa, 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 wait. She's asking all of her subs to make a 2-minute video of why they like watching her. Did she just recently go live? Is that why my numbers dropped? Oh, that's what she said, Ginger, but I don't believe it. Exactly, Granny's watching. She's live right now talking about making it okay, that's why, because seriously, like about 80 people dropped out of my chat. I know you are, but see, I don't care about numbers. It's just that's very telling when she goes live, when she's not live and I'm talking about her, they're here listening. And maybe some of them are not her subs. Maybe they're just some of them want to go hear her lies, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, we should. We should all make them saying how disgusted we are. She is scrambling, guys. I love it. She's needing character witnesses. Who needs character witnesses in a lawsuit against someone else? You only need character witnesses for when you are defending yourself. Is that not true? Is Fish Like a Girl here? Yeah, Ginger. That's right. Yep. Psych. Very true. I won't give her Callie, I won't give her I very rarely watch her live. Um, but views really do not do not mean anything to her money, to her bottom line. They don't. She is monetized. She gets AdSense money, but most of her money comes from people donating. She gets like pennies a day, if that, from her YouTube AdSense from views. And I do also believe in with the AdSense stuff, you have to watch the entire commercial for them to make any or the entire ad for them to make any money off of it. So if you click skip, I don't think they make any money, but I'm not quite 100% sure. Yep, that's true, Callie. I do watch a little bit, Jack, so I can clip some stuff. High unpopular opinion. Okay, so fish like a girl. Um, character witnesses. Character witnesses, wouldn't that be if you were defending yourself? Would you need a character witness if you were the one accusing someone of something? Wouldn't that be like, I feel like character witnesses are for defense. I won't give her a penny. I mean, I already pay for my YouTube premium, so I don't give anybody pennies I don't want to give pennies to. No, Jack. AdSense is like for somebody that is monetized. I think when you don't have YouTube Premium, I think that there's an ad that plays before her videos. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I don't think that they do, Malhawks. Thank you, Fish Like a Girl. That's awesome. Interesting, Tiffany. That's interesting. I know, Moody, Mary. Like it's yeah, Callie. Like I don't seriously, everybody, obviously, if she has if this is a defense, if this is a defense, because character witnesses, I do believe, right, their virtual relationships, they don't hold very much weight because they don't really know who she is. They only know what she goes off of on her channel, right? They don't know her in real life. They don't see her on a regular basis. They're not really character witnesses. But however, character witnesses, I believe, are for defense. However, character witnesses, if you are going to put yourself out there as a character witness for someone, you also are open to scrutiny because somebody cannot be a character witness for you if they themselves have bad character. If I have somebody defending me who is a criminal, they question that person's veracity. They're not going to take a statement from that person. Oh, the lawyer's excited to see the money because they probably see she's at 43% of her goal. Absolutely. Yeah, Gladys, I don't know how she doesn't make much money from the YouTube itself. She makes money from super chats, super stickers, cash apps, and pay pools. Yeah, please stop watching her. Mama knows best. Oh my God, Moody Mary, did you watch the documentary on Ted Bundy that recently, I mean, like within the last year and a half or whatever, came out where those authors were interviewing him, and then they showed footage of him in the courtroom defending himself and how excited he was when he was defending himself, when he was asking the police officer questions about the victims, and he kept asking the same question over and over to get more details. It was disgusting. Like I was half expecting him to walk away from that podium with a boner. Seriously. It was unbelievable. It was so fucking gross. Yeah, I think it was on Netflix, Cheryl. Yeah, it's still there, yeah. It was I mean, seriously, he absolutely loved getting them to, like, put it in just detailed, like, and he kept asking the same thing. Well, I mean, Ginger, he's my favorite serial killer too. Yeah, Sharon. Sharon, and he would have been an amazing lawyer. He would have been. I mean, most of his victims were right here in my state. Right here in my state. And now she's what's posting. Oh my God, Granny's watching the Ted Bundy tapes. I think it's called. I mean, if you just Google Ted Bundy on Netflix, you should just watch all of them because they're all great, except for the one with what's his face. What's his face? Oh, what's his face? I love him, but what's his name? The cutie patootie that plays him in Vile and Incredibly Evil and Incredibly Wicked, or Vile and Incredibly Wicked, or whatever that's called. Well, Mama knows best. We did know that she contacted an attorney today, but Zac Efron, yes, Gladys, he's so cute. Right, Sharon Ann, he was a very attractive man. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. Well, Callie, I mean, because people were really lax back then, and he was so charming that he convinced them, right, that he was just building his own defense in that law library, and then he lost weight and crawled through a motherfucking hole in a light fixture in the ceiling. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was determined. Oh, of course Granny's watching. Of course. Yep, he faked a broken arm to lure girls to his car. Yep, but he was also just very good looking. But the thing is that there are women that escaped him that like didn't go with him or whatever, that said they also felt something wrong. Gladys, I have a client who a childhood friend of his was murdered by him. Was one of the girls from Lake Sammamish that were of the two girls that were taken by him. Yeah. Well, yeah, real whack job. Anybody, I told me too, Moody Mary. Oh my God, me too. That's so funny. I do too, Moody Mary. I mean, not now, but back when I was younger, when I was of that target age. I mean, it wasn't when he was doing it, but when I was of that target age, I would have totally gone for it. Totally gone for it. He was so handsome and just really charming. And I had brown hair that I parted down the middle, so I probably would have been his target demographic. Well, yeah, that's the interesting thing is that, I mean, there might be more to it that his family is just hiding and they just don't want people to know because I do believe he was born with uh with what is called oh my God, what is it called? The serial killer gene. I know, Ginger, they should have absolutely allowed him to be um tried and convicted in Washington state, because none of those families got any justice. Not really. He could have been someone. He could have been someone. His do you guys know what that gene is called? The Bronner gene? Is it called the Bronner gene? Hold on. It's the MAOA serial killer gene. And it is a real thing. And CDH13. But like I do believe that there are people that it's nature over nurture, that they just are born that way, that there's just evil that is just born. I absolutely believe that. But I also believe that Moody Mary, I do not believe all of them are born that way. But I do believe that there are some that are born that way. Yeah, CHD13 gene. Yeah, and then the MAOA gene. But they are just the people, and it mostly affects men, and that they have like they're more prone to antisocial behavior and violence. And I also think that there is some nurture that goes into that. There's so much that I think we could learn from childhood that could prevent. He didn't grow up thinking, like, part of the time, but not like his whole childhood. Because he did move out to Washington with his actual mother. And I do, but I do believe that there are, Moody Mary, I do believe that there are interventions that can be had. I believe that there are things that happen our brain, oh, I'm going to start stuttering. Our brain, let me untie my tongue. Our brains develop and learn things in stages, right? So between the ages of, from birth to 26, our brain is still growing, maturing, but a lot of our processes are set in place in childhood. And so things that happen to you in childhood affect how you behave as an adult. And I think that there are milestones. There are milestones that we meet, we miss, or we meet early, that can be indicators of things, different things. It could be indicators of that we are suffering abuse. It could be indicators that we are going to be, you know, that's why I don't think that it's necessarily mental illness, Fish Like a Girl, so much as it is nature. But so like this is very sensitive. This is a very sensitive topic, I'm sure. But I 100% believe that you could probably get children help that they need, abused children, children that are being sexually abused, if pediatricians would pay attention to sexual milestones, milestones that children naturally meet between the ages of 2 and 7. If you could fully prevent them from being predators themselves. If it was recognized early enough in them that they were being abused, because of milestones that they were reaching too early or milestones that they didn't reach at all. That or that didn't have other outlying factors like learning disabilities or mental disabilities. You know what I mean? Um, but just in general, there's natural things that occur in everybody, in all children, that if they're not occurring, it should be a red flag. And I'm not talking about actual sexual milestones, but just curiosities, questions, things like that. If somebody seems to be precocious, you should look into that. You shouldn't just be like, oh, she's just, whatever. It should be looked into. And pediatricians should be asking questions. Is this child potty trained? Are they wetting the bed? You know what I mean? Are there things that happen? Like you see most serial killers, they have those things. Like they were either they like to start fires, they hurt animals, they peed the bed, they had major head trauma, things like that. There are so many ways that things could be preventable if mental health was taken more seriously in the world. And maybe even it's just in this country. I don't know if there's more serial killers in the United States than there are around the world, but there's definitely a lot of them. So, yeah, so I firmly, the lawyer told her for people to make videos saying why they like her channel. What? Who cares why they like her channel? Is she just like literally needing fuel for her ego? No lawyer is going to ask why they like her. What the hell? Um, yeah, Gladys. Like, see, gene is like, that gene is like super, super fish like a girl, then the child becomes a dependent of the state. That isn't always good. I don't know what that was in reference to, but I mean, I just mean in terms of like being able to prevent, because a lot of people, I don't know the percentage. Hi, Johnny. Hello, meat man. Um, a lot of people that abuse when they're older were abused when they were children. And if you could cut it off early, and if mental health was taken more serious here, you could just look up serial killer gene or MAOI, MCHD13 is one, and CDH13, and MAOA gene, the MAOA gene, or the warrior gene. I don't believe that all serial killers, all psychopaths are created. You know what I mean? I don't believe all of them are born like that either. I do believe that there but I do believe that they are. Obrigado? What's obrigado mean? Yeah, he was, but he had a very normal family life, right, guys? Like, he had a very normal, like, no alcoholics, there was not any abuse, except for they say maybe his grandfather was abusive, but he was young when he was taken out of there. I truly believe he was born like that. And that, oh, thank you. Obrigado. Did I say it right? Or do I have to like roll my R? I can't do it. Obrigado. I like it. I like obrigado. That's a very pretty word. Yep, sometimes love and support are not enough, Carrie. That is absolutely 100%. Sociopaths are certainly made. That is definitely, you are correct. Narcissists are made. Narcissists are absolutely made. Narcissists come from like severe abuse. Well, I'm not going to say severe abuse, but uh, severe neglect of some kind, like a withholding of love. Um, yeah, Kelly. Like my narcissist that I dated, he was a latchkey kid from the time he was 4. Like he was home by himself from when he was 4. He always would talk about how he hated pizza because pizza was the only thing he ate when he was growing up. But his mom is like the center of his world. Like he adores her. But he would talk about how he started running drugs when he was very, very young. You don't need to shut up, Mary. We love you. Yep, yep, but he was also very, very loved. And then he just he was neglected. You know what I mean? Just neglected. But he would never say he was neglected. He would talk about how like great it was how he grew up. But he created this defense mechanism to protect himself from people. And it sucks because narcissists are so damaging to people, but they create this false identity to protect themselves. It's the id, it's the animal, not the id, it's the I mean it is the id. It is the brain that is even more base than the id. It's what they call our animal brain. The animal brain that doesn't differentiate abuse from necessity, you know what I mean? That doesn't differentiate because there are things as children that we have to go through that are necessary sometimes, right? That if you're not told why they're necessary, your brain cannot differentiate between the two. And so if that happens and your brain process it very, very much like an animal. Oh yeah, Nikki O'Shea, absolutely. I believe that damaged people, damaged people, damaging people. Kelly. Oh, eggnog. I was with a narcissist, not for, as long as I know a lot of people was, and it was very much later in my life. But holy shit, what an experience that was. I will say that was one of the most brutal experiences mentally that I've ever experienced in my life. It was just, I can't, it was crazy making. What? I'm getting rid of the trail of meat I left behind. I was never here. Deli man out. Oh my God. Johnny's so funny. Johnny's so funny. Life Perplexed. I like that name too. Wait, perplexed or it looks like perplexed, but it is perplexed. No, eggnog. I didn't see the red flags. I really didn't see the red flags. I'd never been in a relationship like that, eggnog. I'd never been in a relationship that was I mean, let's say I was also reeling from the death of my father, who was potentially a narcissist, more like King Baby syndrome, very a very emotionally abusive man, and not emotionally abusive like some people would say, but extremely, oh, I don't know how to explain it. Not a good man, not a good father. And and it was a carnival ride, that's for fucking sure. It was a roller coaster, that is for fucking sure. Um, but I didn't see the red flags. I didn't recognize he was a lot like my he was a lot like my father in a lot of ways. And even though I didn't like my father, I think I dating this man in response to the death of my father, as fucking weird as that sounds, but I really do think I was. And I've experienced a sociopath before, but never a narcissistic sociopath. Yeah, I was in for 3 years. And absolutely, Mrs. M. They're also good at pushing you to the point of reacting, so then they can call you the abuser, right? You're the abuser. That's absolutely what Natasha does. But yeah, I didn't see the red flags. The love bomb was real. Uh the mirroring um the mirroring was probably the thing that, like, I just didn't had never felt. I'd never felt that before. I'd never had anybody do that with me before. And I mean, I did. That's not true. I did but not to the extent that he did it, and not for the length of time, and the depths to which he did it. Like, of course, everybody has narcissistic tendencies. Everybody does it. Like, we all do. Um, Oh, the love bombing is insane. And when you're vulnerable, and they pick on people, this is the thing, they pick people who are highly intelligent, but are struggling in some way. You know what I mean? Like, you could be a really confident person and be very, very intelligent, but be suffering some self-esteem shit, and they find you. Oh yeah, Callie. Absolutely. That's right, Moody Mary. That's right. He was full blown. I tell you, I took him with me to a therapy appointment because he was convinced that he could convince my therapist that it was all me. He was convinced of that. That's how fucking narcissistic this man was. And I we left, and he was pissed because he couldn't convince him that I was a narcissist, right? Or that I was the problem, not a narcissist. And the next time I saw my therapist, very concerned, he was very concerned for me. And he said, if I could have been diagnosing him, I would say that he is a narcissist. He said it just, like, all sorts of red flags, all sorts of sirens, all sorts of alarms for my therapist. And it took me probably about, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 months to actually call him a narcissist. And as soon as I called him a narcissist, it was he knew he had heard it before. As soon as I called him a narcissist, he went into full destruct mode. Like, it was his job now to destroy me in everybody's eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was in a really low time too, Mrs. M. I really was, and he was smart and funny and talented. He is a chef, and he makes sushi. I love sushi, and he could fucking fix me sushi all day every day. And it was just a brilliant chef, and I fucking believed in him like nobody's fucking business. We started a business together. I promoted it. I worked full time, and he didn't fucking work at all, but I still did all the promoting. Yeah. Oh, once exposed, run. Yes, absolutely. It took me 5 months, 5 months to get him out of my life at that point. But when I finally found the thing that would make him leave, he was gone in an hour. And I call the cops on him. For some reason, he had me still snowed so bad that I couldn't call the cops on him. It was crazy. Yep, everyone thought he was great, and I was the crazy one. Absolutely. Absolutely. He he had this god complex at work because he was such a brilliant chef, really fucking brilliant, really brilliant. I mean, this man was so brilliant that he was a chef at a fine dining restaurant where he had a full fucking beard, and his beard came down to like the middle of his chest, and they didn't make him wear a fucking beard net ever, ever. And nobody ever found hair in their food because he told them, if you ever find a beard hair, if any client ever finds a beard hair in my food, then I will shave it. That's how fucking confident that asshole was. I loved his beard. I loved his beard. He actually grew that beard for me. Yeah. Yummy beard hair. Yeah. I mean, they never did as long as I was with him. But that's how brilliant he was. That's how brilliant and what a god complex and he had for at work. Like they fucking worshiped the ground he walked on because he was so brilliant at what he did. Yeah, Mel Hawks. A lot of people do. A lot of people do, but when they ate his food, the clientele did not give a fuck. Did not give a fuck because when they ate his food, they were I'm not kidding you guys when I say this. His food was mind-blowing. Like mind blowing. Like I couldn't, but he will never be successful because of his narcissism and because of it's not just narcissism, but his complete and utter lack of willingness to do the work to be something. So he not only he will he will be a chef in a fine dining, but he will never do it himself. You know what I mean? Yeah, glitter fighter, absolutely. Do I? No, I don't ever run into him. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Absolutely never run into him. He used it, so I had to take him to court. I had to sue him because he did so much damage to my house. Um, and he, this is the kind of fucking asshole fucking man he is. So once I sued him, he said he would do $150 payments a month for fucking 18 fucking months. $150 a month for 18 fucking months so he could drive by my fucking house every day, every month, once a month for for a year and a half, for 18 months, for a year and a half. Hi, the here, everybody. Um, maybe I did date your brother, Fish Like a Girl. Does he live in Washington State? Because if it might be. But he, um, he would just so he could drive by my house and put it in the fucking mailbox instead of just fucking mailing it. Instead of just mailing it, he could just drive by my house and put a check in the in my mailbox. But you guys want to know what I did one time? No, you guys don't. You guys want to know what I did one time when I knew? Because I knew he would always do it the fucking day that it was due, right? He'd always do it the day that it was due, about 10 o'clock at night, every single fucking time. And so one night I had one of my one of my young men from my stable of young men over, and we sat out on the back of my car and did some dirty stuff while he drove off. It was funny, but probably very illegal to do that in public. But yeah, but that was so sick. Like, why couldn't he just mail the fucking check? Why did he have to drive by my fucking house? Uh, Mel Hawks, my narcissist had supply waiting before the locks were even changed on my house. He has supply waiting. So that's why I don't think he reaches out to me. I mean, I also have all of his shit blocked, so he might have tried. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's definitely, I mean, he grew up in California, but he's definitely he lived in Idaho and then over here for the last several years. Carrie, I am glad I got away too because I cannot imagine what would have happened. I can't imagine what would have happened if I didn't leave. Hi, Vanessa R. You will want to go back to the beginning because we talked about a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. I'm sorry, Eggnog. Good that you blocked yours. Welcome back, Amber. Like I think my oldest brother might be a little bit of a narcissist, but like not. Maybe it's just the narcissist traits that I think everybody has. Yeah, his supply now, so I have people that are actual mutual friends that are friends of his, um, that know his new supply, that have told me that they're still together, but that I mean they tell me things. I don't want to keep tabs on him, but they tell me things, and I don't necessarily think that they're my friends, but they like because it's not painful now, but it was definitely painful at the time. Yeah, Lynn, I'm terrible. Almost 4 hours. But he definitely, um, oh, definitely not your brother, Fish Like a Girl. Yeah. But, so I don't think they're my friends, but they like to just give me little tidbits of gossip. And apparently she had throat cancer this last year, and they're friends with both of them on Facebook, and they were watching her updates and stuff, and he never one time liked it, loved it, or commented on any of her post updates about her cancer. And I've thought that is so fucking, I mean, not that like you have to have a social media relationship, but if you're if you are friends on Facebook, right? If you're Facebook friends with your significant other and your significant other is making posts about their cancer and their recovery and all that and all the updates, shouldn't you like be in there cheering them on? Like even if you're doing it in real life, shouldn't you be in there cheering them on? It's just crazy. It's I think just gross. But I have asked that person to stop sending me information. So it's been like a year since they sent me anything. It was like a sickness at first to know. Yeah, because it wasn't about him, did you right? It was kind of like a sickness at first. I don't know if anybody else has felt that, but like at first it was like I almost wanted to warn people about him. And that was like crazy. I didn't, but I wanted to so bad save her from him. But I didn't, and I don't know. Yeah, and I also feel like if anybody had warned me, I wouldn't have listened to them, right? If anybody had told me that was their ex had said, "Oh, he's a, narcissist," I wouldn't have believed them. I would have took up for him because he was like love bombing me. Of course, he was great. He was great. I was the crazy one. Johnny, is that another piece of meat? What kind of meat is that, Johnny? But anyway, guys, I have to go I have to go and help my daughter with something. Family first. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for listening to me. What piece of meat is that Johnny Kramer just put in chat? Is that the ham bone? Yeah, I don't think this new one would have uh Mel Hawks would have been able to be saved. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everybody. I might come back live tonight. I do not know, but we'll see how it goes. All right. I'm gonna have to go and watch whatever she's done today so we can have something to talk about. But anyway, Carrie was behind. It's okay. So I'm gonna go help my daughter with something and give her some Halloween decorations I bought on massive. Yes, 80s trivia. Then after 80s trivia for sure. But I'm gonna be everybody. Melissa, drop your link. Everybody go to Melissa Jade's channel before I go. Drop your link, Melissa. For 80s trivia tonight with Doyle. You do not want to miss it. I'm gonna go give her some Halloween decorations because she decorates her house in Halloween that I found at Ross for like $1.50 yesterday. So excited while I wait for Melissa to drop your own link. Melissa, do it. Drop your link. Love Rains, will you drop her link? I love you, Moody Mary. I'm gonna wait for Love Rains to drop Melissa's link, and then I'm gonna bounce. But I got her a chalkboard that says, is it got a blank pumpkin and it says days till Halloween, and then I got her like a pretty like door wreath looking thing that's all black and scary looking, and then a scary looking skeleton lady thing in a gown for like $1.50. It's great. All right. It's going to be so great, you guys. Doyle is going to be co-hosting, and Doyle is offensive but fucking hilarious. Like, so good. So good. All right, everybody. We'll see you tonight at trivia. Everybody go sub to her, push notifications, and see you at trivia, and then maybe I'll come on later. Thank you, Flower Child. Everybody, have a good night or good afternoon, and we'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.